Hey guys, it's Alexandra Marie, and I am here today to talk to you about business coaching and how to deal with all the ads when you start looking for a business coach, how to pick the right one for you. So first off, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more information like this. And feel free to drop your email in the comments if you would like to get my weekly newsletter where I just send you free good business, juicy good business tips. So when you're looking for a business coach or a mindset class or these things, right? You start looking and then all of a sudden your Facebook is bombarded and your Instagram is bombarded with coaches targeting you through Facebook ads, right? And it's really hard to pick the one that you feel comfortable with, right? Because there's so many good options and there's so many you're unsure of, and it just feels kind of crazy, right? And all of these business coaches have kind of this same system, which has just been so funny to me because I interviewed multiple ones and it eventually all just becomes the same after talking to so many people. It just kind of becomes the same phone call. And so I picked my, business mentor, my master class that I was going to take, and I invested the 5 figures into this. And it has been amazing, but there are some things that I'm like, man, I wish I would have known this before I would have enrolled, right? Sometimes you don't get very clear questions when you're on the phone. So what I would suggest is talk to them on the phone. If you feel like it's a really good fit, ask them for their email and email them some questions. Say, here's some questions that I have, or you can even do it before a phone call. You can say, here's some questions that I have. I would love to just get some clarity on this. Some things I would ask, and just for you to sit back and figure out, are these important to you? So number 1, do you care if you're working with the person one-on-one or their staff? There's a lot of people who are super successful in business coaching, and that is fabulous. And those are usually people that are going to target you on Facebook ads. Those people, usually most of the time, what I've noticed, have a staff underneath them of people that you work with. And so I would ask them, who am I going to be working with directly? How much access do I have to that person or persons? And do they work on the weekends? One of the things I have found is some of the business coaches don't work Saturday and Sunday, which often is time where a lot of people can devote to their business, especially if they're working full time. So that's really important to know if they're going to be off then or how that looks. Also, I would just ask some questions about, who do you work best with? Who is going to be the best client for you? What do you guys specialize in, right? Because there's so many different ones that are, specialized in different kinds of photography. There's different ones that specialize in business coaching and developing a business coaching program. It's also really important to know a lot of people don't work with direct sales. So it's important to know, do you work just specifically with direct sales, and what direct sales companies do you specialize in? Because honestly, a lot of direct sales companies, there's similar business principles, but they could be very different. If you're looking at something like Amway versus Plexus, right? And so those just have different brands, different images. So it's important to know kind of who they work with in their direct sales coaching. So I would just sit down and make a list of everything that you want to get out of it. Ask them, certain coaches send gifts, certain ones don't. Ask them what their program does. Ask them if you can make monthly payments, if you can pay up front. Do you get a discount for paying up front? These are good questions to ask because a lot of these programs run anywhere from $3,000 to $12,000 for 3 months worth of work. And honestly, it is worth every single penny. You can go online and do research on what is the advantage to having a business coach? What is the advantage to having a success mentor? What is the advantage to taking one of these classes? And a lot of them, you guys, are so life-changing and just groundbreaking for your business. So I do highly recommend them, especially if you're wanting to create a sustainable business, because oftentimes we don't see what I like to call as our ugly couches. If you've had an ugly couch your whole life, or you've had your ugly couch for a year, you get used to it, right? Someone else comes in and they're like, wow, that is an ugly couch. And they are able to gently work with you to say, hey, we need to upgrade you a little bit. And people who have been through this, you can use their glass ceiling as your foundation that you build your business on. You don't have to learn all those lessons that they spent years learning on. You don't have to read all the personal development books that they spent reading. Personal development reading is very, very, very important. I'm not discrediting it. But I'm saying all of these amazing lessons that they have learned in their business, they can package them up and give them to you and break them down for you. And it is truly, truly, truly amazing. But again, it's so important for me personally, especially with the mindset work that goes into taking one of these classes and being an entrepreneur and really pushing past your fears and pushing past how much money you think you can make and pushing past your thoughts of can I make it or comparison or different things like that. I wish I would have had someone more one-on-one to work through that with me, because that is probably one of the hardest things to do, especially kind of on your own. Even if you have, my husband's so supportive, right? So supportive. But even working through that, I'm like, I wish I would have had somebody to talk through these things and being like, yeah, I'm really struggling. Like, I just am kind of freaking out, wondering if I'm really going to be able to make it. And having someone be like, okay, let's chat about this, right? So find what's important to you, write down what you feel like is important to you, and email those to the person before you get on the call. After you get on the call, before you pay them is probably a great idea, just so that you can feel 100% confident about your decision. And when you're in it, you're like, man, I didn't see that coming. I totally got blindsided, which happens. And again, I've talked about interviewing your upline. It's the same thing I feel like in business coaching. So I hope that this helps you guys. If you're interested in working with me, I'm offering a coaching program. I have a Facebook group where I post free goodies every single day, free golden nuggets, and do fun giveaways that are related to business in your business, whether you're an entrepreneur or in direct sales. I have 4 spots left for my business coaching program at the pre-order price. So if you're interested in that, feel free to send me an email. I'll drop my email in the description. And I am so excited for you guys. I truly hope that you find someone that changes your life, impacts your business, and helps you scale your income more than you could ever, ever, ever imagine. So have a great day.